She freed the bird in Victoria Park with another lover. I could not see his face or hers, though that really did not matter, until she suddenly turned and looked right at me. And like the leaves they had kicked, I wanted to scatter. She looked at me deeply, as if she knew I was there. Her eyes fixed on mine. I think I looked back in despair. I hadn't expected to see her, not here, or anywhere. She had become like a dream, for it had been more than a year. I think I felt angry, but only from shock. I'd no time to prepare any walls that would block the way she got in, like she had always done. For a moment we time-traveled to a day now long gone. I was confused by her eyes. They did not criticize. They looked open, inviting. Yet I thought she despised every small thing about me, because I was mean at the end. She had said cruel things back, left me with that. Her last words were awful. They didn't leave me intact. I don't know what she saw right there in my eyes, or in my blank expression. It seemed she could not appraise. I don't blame her, for I do not know what it meant. I know I should have smiled, but it would have come out all bent. She was right there with him, and I could not ignore that she looked somewhat happy, at least happier than before. Freeing the bird, her raven, for once. As her face fell, it swooped back. It then chased my sad glance. I outran it for a while, though it hovered ahead. It knew I would tire, which was fine. I'd intended to draw it away from the park, to leave her in its beauty, with only the larks. I would draw this damn raven so far away from her. I would catch it and keep it, and strip its wings bare. Then I would lock up the cage and swallow the key. I would keep this dark raven, and she would be free. And I'd never go back where her happiness stood. I would free her from it, from its misery, for good. Here's to donuts and sunsets, to 1,000,001 regrets, tan lines and train lines, and beers in the sunshine, and the sparkling glass shading sparkling eyes. Like bees with the honey, we quickly spend money, buy our way into clubs where between woofers and subs I ask you to dance. And your first puzzled glance gives way to a smile. And on electrical tiles I am Travolta erstwhile. The lights then blaze out, stars shrinking at dawn, and the shapes that we make in the bed sheets are drawn like your breaths. Now you're sleeping. Your hair framing the pillow, and my heart thinks of keeping your company tomorrow. One more day. I hope you stay. Why do people have to love people anyway? Why is the daybreak less significant if you're breakfasting alone? I have never found the taste of coffee to be any different, just because over its cupful there is to no one I can say, good morning. But in my silence I do admit, I care not if the sun has shone. Is a day mediocre, without that loathsome spectral ogre called love around to haunt your soul? I say, to hell with that. refuse it flat if I find it served in my cereal bowl. I don't wish to taste a flavor sour, which in haste I do devour to find only, when it is far too late, it is really me that has been ate. For the daily running of our planet so blue is not dependent on such fickle feelings, true? So why does the summer not find its you unless some true love has found their way to you? Its money makes the world go round, and the catch of it makes our hearts abound. Surely so, for if not, then why does its bait reel in the smartest of men? Yet I know not of a bank that would take you in if that's not what it should. No bank would risk forgiving you, when you've heard it so, cause so much grue. But I know of one who would do such, risk the hell of hurt, throwing away her crutch, to help one suffering, in need of care's touch. But is love an answer? Or an unfinished song, a well-meaning enchanter got seriously wrong? A danger for us all I see, if we must open our hearts to see if there be a love on the street knocking our door, a grave risk to take, from such wounds blood will pour. But if love I ignore, and don't answer the door, is it the end of my life, or an end to all strife? Such answers I seek to the questions I find. So many, I stumble and feel that they bind like roots around my throat, turn my words into mumble, yet my need remains great, and I remain humble. Enraptured am I by the mysteries of life, which speak in soft voices, make me dream of a wife. But is that what it's for, this heart that still beats, like the drum of a symphony to which I've stopped selling seats? Is there no more to me, no more I can summon, than a man quite alone, vacuous without a woman? My fear says that's possible, and I find it so horrible that I could have worn brittle by doing too little.